Hello. Today is December 1st, and I would just like to say happy first day of Christmas. Or Merry first day of Christmas, whatever. Okay, anyway. Let's just get right down to it. So today, I'm going to be talking about sex. Because, and I'm not gonna have any drawbacks, I'm just gonna speak my mind and speak things that I've learned and that I've been taught and, try to keep people well informed. So, sadly, I don't have like a silicone, whatever, diagram or like a prosthetic penis that, we can practice putting the condom on because, that's important. Safe sex is important. But, yeah, so safe sex, let's start with that. So, well, let's just start with overall. So, sex is such a taboo subject in this society now. Like, if you're in, like, even still in high school, if you are talking about, if one of your teachers hears you say the word sex, they'll be like, excuse me? That is not an appropriate word for school. And it'll just be like, okay, well, I'm sorry, I didn't know that I was hurting you by telling my friends how to not get an STD. So, And so it's like, because the sex ed that's taught in schools, minimal to none. The most, let's see, like, in 5th grade, we had, like, the movie, it was called, that we watched, that was like, now, when you get to be a certain age, the girl, because they separated the boys and the girls, and so it's just like, when you're a girl, you'll have puberty, and your boobs will grow, and you'll have a period, which means you'll bleed from your, but they were just like, you'll have blood coming out of your vagina, and it was like, out of your private parts, though, and I'm just like, and I had already known this, because my parents had taken me to classes and stuff, but, you know what, that's beside the point. And so the video was just like, puberty, blah, blah, blah. And so then they give you this little gift bag, and it had, like, deodorant and, like, a toothbrush. I think it was, like, deodorant, a toothbrush, and a toothpaste. So it was basically a dentist bag, but with deodorant. They didn't even give us pads or tampons or anything that could have helped us with the period thing. So, but that's speaking as a cisgendered female point of view. And so I'm sure that it's much harder for the trans and non-binary people, especially because the trans guys, I'm sure that you have to deal with with your period, if you're still having to have your period, that I'm sure that sucks. I understand how that is very unpleasant and how that sucks. So, and how that can be very uncomfortable and everything. So, yeah. So anyway, enough about puberty and periods and stuff. So, and then, like, that's literally the only sex ed that I got in school. And then also, like, I haven't been in any classes. Well, like, no. In biology class, my online biology class, it showed a picture, like a drawn diagram picture of a penis, but because it was like reproductive studies, and so they went all in detail about how the penis emits sperm and semen and the urethra's in the penis, and then for the woman it's just like, you have ovaries, you have a uterus, baby goes in the uterus, done. And they didn't mention menstruation, it was just done. So, sorry, but I'm getting a little bit about it, but I'm gonna chill out now. So, something else that I've been irked about is how, like, women and girls get, or everybody tells, if females, like, if females have sex, like, it means that you're a slut automatically. Or if you enjoy having sex, it means that you're slutty or you're a slut. And I do not like that at all. At all. Because if guys go out and have sex, they're smooth with the ladies or smooth in general, and it irritates me because we shouldn't be judged for our personal lives. They shouldn't even be in our personal lives. As long as we're being safe with the sex that we're having. I mean, I haven't had sex, but like with the sex that you may or may not be having, just be safe with it. Be educated about it. Because I guarantee that if you're educated, if your parents talk to you in depth about it, or if they send you to a class that's not like a church class, it's just gonna be like abstinence, no sex. Because like, yeah, abstinence, not having sex, that's a surefire way to not be pregnant and not get STDs. But like, if you're going to have sex, of course, you need to be safe. And like, just be safe and use protection. Like, you can use condoms, obviously. Birth control is for trying not to get pregnant. Birth control does not necessarily block against STDs or STIs. There's the female condom, which I've heard of, which I'm not sure where exactly you can get those. You might be able to get them at a store. I'm not sure. You can get like, I think you can get shots, birth control shots, but not like that can protect you against any diseases or infections or anything. But and then those are the ones coming to my mind right now. But if you have any other ones, please mention them or comment them, because let people know. Because if you are going to have sex, if you're planning on having sex, or if you already have had sex but it hasn't been like very safe, just be safe with it, because you don't want to be pregnant or get an STD. Because I'm gay, I don't have as big of a risk of getting pregnant from sex when I decide to have sex, but like, if I go out and I'm just like, oh, dental dams, though those are more specifically for oral sex, which I have learned, so just, yeah. But anyway, because as a lady, as a female who's interested in females, I don't have a risk for pregnancy, but if I were to have sex and not be protected, I have still the same risk of STDs or STIs. So just, you need to be safe with it. Be safe with sex, and if somebody calls you a slut, if they know you've had sex, just be like, don't care about it, because they don't care. If they probably haven't even had sex. If they have, they probably aren't being very safe with it. And even if they are, they're just being a bitch, or they're being a jerk, just because your private life is your private life. Because I wouldn't tell everybody if I had sex, but some people might, and that's their own choice, and that's okay. If you want to share your accomplishment with the world. And so that's that. And also, one last thing. The concept of virginity, it bugs me a little bit, because it's highly linked to religion, mainly because of the whole Virgin Mary thing, but also it's like, it's taught to a lot of girls that if you're not a virgin, you're impure, or you're not clean, people use like the gum concept, like if you have a piece of gum and you chewing it as you having sex, and then nobody else wants to chew it because somebody else already chewed it, and then, but that's not it, because we're people, we are human beings, we're not gum. Hello. And so we have thoughts, we have emotions, there's no big physical change that happens to your body with sex for the first time, even, because like it's just a thing that happens. So just because, and even for guys, but mainly for guys, they're not, I don't believe that they're held to as high of a standard as females are with sex, or it's not as frowned upon if they're out having sex by society, because society thinks that they're doing really well, or because they're doing really well, because, oh, they're boys will be boys, they just want to have sex, just going at it. But no, because there shouldn't be gender specified. It should just be, if you have sex or you don't. And it's not even that, it's just do what you want to do. Have sex, don't have sex, don't give a shit, because it's your body, it's your mind, it's your whole thing. And if you want to wait until you're married, or until you found a good person that you want to have sex with, do that. But don't listen to somebody else, and like don't feel like you have to listen to your parents or about that, because you think that, because they might be, because you think that you're going to be impure, because you're going to be like unclean if you have like an STD. So if you're going to have sex, be safe with it. Just be safe. Do what you want to do, but be safe. So this was a very long video. I apologize. So I hope that you guys have a great day, and I'm going to go get myself a snack. So bye.